What's going on, guys? Welcome back to Call of Duty World War II on BlackTideTV. I apologize for the later upload and the missing upload yesterday. However, I do have a few videos that I'd like to get out before the end of the year. I'd like to do a couple double uploads, but the chances of that happening are slim. It is very difficult to double upload, especially being a daily Call of Duty YouTuber. But without further ado, I'd like to continue on with my Christmas Noob Guide series. It's not really a series, it's more of a mini series here on the channel, where I've been going through and I'll be giving you just info that you might like to know when you're starting here in Call of Duty World War II in the case that you just got the game. The other day we talked about the players that have already been playing the game and how they can take advantage of the Christmas noobs. It doesn't sound great, but this time around I'll be helping the Christmas noobs themselves. So if you just got the game and you're not really sure what to expect, maybe you've been watching videos and you've been researching the game and you know exactly what you want to do, but a lot of players don't do that. A lot of players just kind of hop in and they don't know what to expect, and they have some negative experiences basically built on how they have created their classes. And if they're not using the correct things right off day one, they'll have some negative experiences and they'll be like, you know what, I don't like this game, and they'll put it away, and there's a Call of Duty player, a potential future Call of Duty player, gone for good. And of course, we always want to be growing the community that we are part of, and that's kind of what I want to do today. So I've basically created you a class from all of the earliest unlockables. You won't be able to build this class at level 1, unfortunately, because you will have to rank up to get some unlock tokens. And I don't know if one of these things, maybe the primary weapon might unlock at like level 2, but within your first 5 levels you can acquire all of these items, and I would definitely recommend that you do that because all of these items will help you to build a better experience going forward, because there are some things in Call of Duty World War II that you're not going to like very much. This is, in my opinion, the best class to start out with to get the best feels for Call of Duty World War II if you are a level 1 player and you have no idea what you're doing. You're going to be using the Armor Division, and that is going to protect you from explosives once you rank it up. Unfortunately, you will have to rank up the divisions to get the benefits, and the explosive one is a little later on. However, Armor Division I find is just really great. You're immune to shell shock and tactical equipment very quickly. You can take less fire damage, which a lot of people are using recently, and you can take significantly less explosive damage once you rank it up all the way. I find that is the best to avoid the constant nades and the tacticals being thrown around the map. A lot of people like their equipment in this Call of Duty game, and they can be very, very annoying. So the Armor Division is going to help you out a ton there. The Espionage Basic Training is going to be your best bet if you are just starting out in the game, and that is because the Espionage Basic Training will allow you to tag enemies on the minimap when you fire at them. If you hit an enemy and maybe you're not the best player because you've just started in Call of Duty, you'll hit an enemy and you'll tag them on the minimap so you can see where they're running off to, and you can see the patterns that people play when they're playing Call of Duty World War II. If you hit an enemy and they might run away and they might try to flank you, you can then learn that flanking route, or you can just help out your teammates by putting shots on enemies and having them finish them off, allowing you to earn your streaks. I would say that the best primary weapon right off the bat would be the M1 Garand. And the M1 Garand is really nice because it's a semi-automatic weapon. It takes skill to use, but it's not too difficult to use, as it does result oftentimes in a 2-shot kill. So it's very, very fast to use in terms of earning kills. You can drop people very quickly. It will build your skill with the semi-automatic weapons right away, and there are a lot of semi-automatic weapons in this game, so it's a great skill to have using those semi-automatic weapons. You can have great fun with this weapon. I find it to be one of my favorite weapons in the game, despite the fact that I don't use it as often. Every time I use the M1 Garand, I have a really great time. I think it's probably the best primary weapon that you can start with when compared to the M1941, the Grease Gun, the PPSH. Those are all fully automatic. Those are really, really easy to use. The M1 Garand it gives you that little bit of difficulty, and once you get powerful enough with the M1 Garand, you can use that to your advantage. In terms of a secondary weapon, you will be restricted to the P08 for some time unless you are using the Launched Basic Training, which I would certainly not recommend. And last but not least, you'll be using frag grenades for your equipment. I wouldn't recommend the concussion. It's not as powerful in this Call of Duty game. It takes a long time to detonate, whereas the frag grenade, if you played Call of Duty Modern Warfare Remastered, the frags there are babies compared to the frags in this game. The frag is incredibly powerful, and throwing those around, you'll quickly learn where you can throw frags, where you can get doubles, triples, quads. The frags are just the best equipment in the game by far. That is it for today's video, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. Hit the like button, subscribe, and I'll catch you guys on the next one.